Before we get into this video, I just want to clarify this will have no spoilers for the ending of Attack on Titan. So, anime-only viewers, you're good to go. Also, make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and comment down below what your favorite moment is, and I'll see if our opinions match up. Hope to see you there. But first, let's see what the actual best moment in Attack on Titan is. Attack on Titan is one of the most successful pieces of fiction ever made, with over 100 million copies sold worldwide. And honestly, it's quite easy to see why. Isayama, the author of Attack on Titan, created one of the greatest pieces of fiction ever made, with story beats so good that I'll be telling them to my grandchildren when I'm old. So, with so many good moments, it got me thinking, which one's the best one? Could it be this one? Maybe this one? Ooh, or how about this one? And maybe you could say it was this one. You'd be wrong, but it's your opinion, I guess. It took me literally 2 seconds to think of what the best moment is, because I'm built different. And I can assure you, dear viewer, that you have most likely never seen this before. Let me explain. So, Attack on Titan has 3 types of fans. Most of them will watch the anime, of course, but this scene actually only appears in the manga, so anime-onlys, you're done. But I've read the manga, I hear you say, so I definitely have seen this. And to that I say, shut up. You're stupid. Ratio. L. You've probably read the manga online, like a criminal. But I, the righteous one here, bought the physical editions, baby! And this content is only available in the physical releases, or if you look it up. But it is never shown if you read online, so I bet you still haven't seen it. Now I win, now you have to subscribe. Anyways, we still need to talk about what the content actually is. Basically, Isayama would make these fake volume previews at the end of each volume, and they would be super weird, but ultimately pretty funny jokes. One of them includes the best moment, and honestly, it is the most I've ever resonated with a piece of media. So come with me as I show you why. So, even though these are actually all fake volume previews, this one's in volume 34, the last volume of Attack on Titan. This was made after the ending of Attack on Titan was released, and without spoiling anything, of course, it's easy to say that the ending was very divisive.
Is immeasurable.
So, Isayama made one final installment in his Attack on Schoolcast alternate universe as a kind of response to the fans. By the way, it's just a universe he made in the fake volume previews where the characters are in high school. There's like a whole storyline that plays out in all these, but the final volume is not fully part of it, so I'm not going to provide context outside of like a few things. It begins with Armin, who's a nerd in this universe, and Mikasa, who's a goth girl, watching a movie. If you look in the back corner, you may see the corpse of Marco, and again, I will not be providing any context. They leave the movie and talk about their feelings on the ending. Mikasa talks about how it was good, and it ties up all these loose ends, yada yada. You probably have seen these panels because everyone was memeing about how Isayama was basically patting himself on the back with this. Then Armin comes in and talks about how the ending was actually bad, and he predicted the ending 10 years ago because he's a nerd, and how it didn't subvert your expectations, yada yada. They then break out into a heated argument about who's right, and then when they finally ask Eren what he thinks, he awkwardly says, "I like going to the movies with you two." So, I think that if they ever make a sequel, we should go see that together too. Time to get personal. Quarantine was rough. Me and my friends took it pretty seriously, so even though we were doing our best to stay safe, it was really hard having to deal with not seeing my closest friends for almost a year and a half. We could still talk and play games with each other online, but it just wasn't really the same. But when they announced the final season of Attack on Titan, my friends Anthony and Sean decided to show me and my friend Hunter the wonderful world Isayama has crafted for us, and we'd watch it together through Discord calls. This honestly kept me going through quarantine. From the highs of experiencing all the twists and turns the series takes, to the lows of slogging through Season 3 Part 1 because it's so goddamn boring, it was such an enjoyable time. Even when we caught up with Season 4 Part 1 and I decided to read the manga, I didn't do it alone, and always had friends by my side. So, when Volume 34 finally came out physically, and I sat in my car in the Barnes & Noble parking lot reading this, I cried. Because much like Eren in this situation, even though I have some issues with the series and we constantly get in disagreements about it, I still got to experience a great story with some great friends in one of the hardest times of my life. So, whatever happens in life, if a new anime comes out that suits the world like Attack on Titan, I know that I will have my friends by my side to experience it with me. Also, they dropped the fact that this isn't actually an alternate universe and that's probably in the main story in the future, but who cares about that, honestly?